What's up, fellas? Just gonna make a quick vid here to kind of explain what you want and what you'd need and how to play with the vyrs firebird wizard. So I've been playing with this build for the last couple of weeks or so. I mean, getting a bit used to it. It was kind of difficult to get used to at the start because I couldn't really find any videos that explained what to do or how to play. And I've had mates asking as well. They've got the same kind of build, but they're kind of here and there, not really sure about it, constantly losing their stacks, things like that. So I just thought I'd make this build and explain a little bit as to how to play and what you want to do. So basically, with the gear that you've got, you want as little damage as possible. And you want cooldown rolled on anything you can get it on, and you want absolutely no crit hit damage and no crit hit chance on any items if that's possible. I know most of you have crit hit damage or crit hit chance on certain things. I mean, you can use what you've got, just keep your eyes open for better stuff. Ones that don't have crit hit chance or damage, I mean, use those, re-roll different things, whatever. I mean, basically, I'll just quickly highlight the gear that I'm using, and you can see what you need. Cooldown. I mean, I've got intel rolled on some of this stuff. That probably wasn't the best idea, because you'd really want dex. As you can see, I've got dex on the gloves, burnt into the gloves there, and the Caldeson's Despair. I've also got dex braces on. I've burnt dex into that as well. I'm using a dex gem. The reason you're using dex on your wizard, I know it sounds strange, but dex increases your dodge chance. So you want to dodge as much as possible to reduce the damage taken, obviously. And it kind of it follows on. You put your diamonds in your armor. Basically everything here is exactly almost best in slot for what you want. I've rolled the intel out on my chest for more toughness, more armor. So you're really just going for toughness, and your damage, if you can keep it as minimal as possible. I mean, even the Bane of the Stricken gem only leveled out to 25, so it unlocks a secondary special thing for the gem, but that's as far as you want to go. I did have an 83 on there, but I found a level 25 actually does more damage than a leveled up one of these. So it's just a heads up. And as for skills, I mean, I'll quickly just pass over them. You can have a look. It's standard skills for this setup. You can find the setup anywhere, like online. Just can't really find anyone to explain how to play it properly. That's the main thing. So what you'd want to do first is you want to go and get your 50 stacks of firebird, which appears around here somewhere. And how you get that is you go into a normal bounty and you look for a pack of blue monsters. I usually go into here because there's nearly always a pack of blue monsters in here. And what you want to do is you set one on fire and then teleport back to town. And if you can set one, here's a pack right here. So if you can set one on fire, pop that one. We'll keep going. There should be another pack here somewhere. There's another one. So you set one on fire like that, and then you teleport back to town. And you'll see the little yellow stack there with 50 on it. You should permanently keep that once you go back to town. Well, that's the idea anyway, and that's basically where your damage comes in. So I've got a stack of 60s you can see in the purple square, and that's your Archon stacks. And it gets procced. The lowest it can proc is 49 from your belt. But if you've got a few other things, you can kill a few things, you can proc it up higher. And then you've got your 50 from your Firebird's Finery stacks. So that stays all the time if you do what I just did. And if you do happen to make an elite burn, like constantly till it dies type thing, that stack will disappear when you move away from the elite. And you will have to find another blue pack to set one on fire and continue on to get your stacks back. If you don't, your damage will be hugely nerfed, and it tends to be quite frustrating. So basically the play style is you want to use button 1 and button 3 once you're in Archon. So button 3 is teleport, button 1 is your explosion-y type fire. So I'll go straight into Archon. So you got your explosion is button 1. That's button 1. Then you go button 3 is your teleport. So what you want to do is teleport and hit, and then teleport away. Teleport, hit, teleport away. like that. So you don't want to hit twice because you'll set things on fire and burn permanently, and then all your damage for those characters that you make burn are nerfed. And if you make an elite burn, like I said, you'll lose your 50 stacks. So it'll say they're there until you move on. As you move away from the elite, that 50 stacks will disappear. You will no longer permanently have them. So, and the whole idea is to go into Archon a second time, and you'll see the second purple stack turn up. So I've got 2 purple stacks at the moment. Once you've got 2 of them there like that, you're doing insane damage. So like crazy damage. So we'll get started anyway, and we'll see how we go. I'll do an 88, and we'll see how we go. So you want to proc all your toughness stuff up to start with, and then go straight into Archon, and teleport around. You know, you pop once, teleport away. Pop once. That's basically all you want to do. Make sure you're not popping twice. And whatever you do, don't use the disintegrate beam on your mouse. Like the right click, I think it is, that one. Don't use that. Because if you do, and anything touches that, they instantly burn forever, and you'll lose your stacks. If you hit an elite with it. So it's a bad idea. So there we go. Got my 2 purple stacks and the firebird stacks up, and everything just melts. Just absolutely melts. It's crazy. I mean, these elites here. Check this out. I'll go back to normal. Here we go. And I'll get my cooldown down on my Archon. As soon as I can proc my Archon, I'll proc it and watch the elites. I mean, the pop. You know, it's that easy. About 2 hours ago, I did a Greater Rift 95 with this setup, solo. It was quite impressive. I was very happy. Obviously, why wouldn't you be? Put me at, I think it was 180, rank 180, the top 200 wizards. There's another one dead. I mean, and if you wanted to slow some of this down at all, or have a bit of a look at some of the numbers coming out, once I've got my 2 purple Archon stacks up, I mean, you'll see trillions. I think one of the highest I've seen is 11 trillion, which is, I mean, that's insane. Another one dead. I mean, as you can see, this is at 88. The timer's, I'm starting to take off on the timer pretty well now. But yeah, the whole aspect of the game, of this playstyle, is basically teleport, burn, cooldown, cooldown, till your Archon's up, and then teleport, burn. That's the whole thing. And it's I know it sounds a little boring, but it's quite a fun build to play, especially with, I mean, how powerful it is. Next level. It took me a little while to get used to this build as well. I couldn't really find any videos on YouTube that really explained as to how you're supposed to play it. They just said you need the stacks, and then went ahead and played, and I couldn't figure out why I kept losing stacks and things like that. I mean, there might be videos out now, I'm not too sure, but there wasn't when I built my wizard. And I've just lost my stacks. So I will find another blue pack and get my stacks back. See, the firebird is gone? Yeah, I must have hit that yellow elite twice, or, you know, yeah, twice to make him burn, which doesn't help me at all. Come on, blues, where are ya? There's a blue. Did I get one burning? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. We'll take off. There's more blues there. Yep, one's burning, so that's all you really want. One burning. Okay, then you can continue on your rampage of killing everything. we go. Use static discharge to get my cooldown down to Archon, and pop Archon. Somehow I've lost my stacks again. Where are we here? Okay. So I should have my stacks back, which I do. And that's the whole, basically the whole gameplay style of things. How you, I mean, you know, you can lose stacks if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. You can also lose stacks if, say, you're playing with like a monk who keeps sucking the monsters into one spot. You can, you know, hit them once and then move around, and the monk can suck them to where you are, and you can accidentally hit him again. Things like that, or the barb that, you know, harpoons things and pulls them into you. And he can do that, if he does that close enough to you, I mean, it can cause trouble as well. But, I mean, it's always possible to get your stacks back. Some levels have hardly any blues, though, and some have quite a few, so it can make things interesting sometimes. I think I'm supposed to go this way. There's a yellow. Okay, so I'll take out this guy. Teleport back down, hit him. You know, trillions coming out. That popped him with pretty much one hit. That was quite impressive. I think you guys will be probably more impressed at my Rift Guardian fight, though. Just to see, well, as you guys know, when you just play, you'd know how much toughness a Rift Guardian has, like health-wise and everything, and how long it takes to hit them and, you know, fight them or whatever. And bear in mind, this is an 88 as well. So once I get up to him, bear in mind how quickly he dies. Okay, there's still one blue elite near the gate up there, near the portal. Just there, so I'll hit him with that. Pop him, take all the purple stuff, and then duck through the portal. Next level. Yeah, hopefully this helps a few of the fellas out. I mean, some of the guys I've been playing with, Bruce Lee, who's Paragon 25-2600, he's the leader of the Bro Clan. I've got another mate that's kind of setting up and playing this setup, who's having an issue with stacks every now and then. Han Solo, he's from the Aussie clan. There's a few guys on my friends list that are trying this out at the moment, or, you know, thinking about trying it out. I have heard this is probably going to be nerfed as well with the next patch. But, I mean, for now, I mean, the patch hasn't come out yet. It's not nerfed yet, so, I mean, it's worth it to even use a build like this to pull all the gems off your other characters and actually level those gems up by doing high-grade riffs. And then you can whack them back on the characters. You know, characters you may not be able to do some riffs this high with. I know I pulled off my Thorns gem on my Crusader. Well, yeah, Legacy of Nightmares Crusader. Pulled the Thorns gem off that. I've leveled that up to 80 or 90 or something, you know. Some of the gems from my Helltooth Witch Doctor are now level 80 or 90, or, you know, a lot higher than they were anyway. So it's always a good idea. Or even just to level up gems highish, so you can burn them into other items of armor and stuff, you know. It's always a good idea too. Okay, watch these elites pop. Get my cooldowns. Push. It's easy. So yeah, like I said, it is a fun build to play, because it's very fast moving, fast paced. As long as you keep on top of what you want to do, and just make sure you're not getting trigger happy and hitting the fire button constantly and stuff like that, otherwise you're going to have a bad time. The Rift Guardian's not too far off spawning at the moment, as you can see. A fair way ahead on timer. Get my second purple stacks up, and these elites are going to get smashed. Okay. Bush. Bush. Yep, okay, so the Rift Guardians just spawned. Okay, so check this. Oh, I hate this guy too. This guy sucks. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to wait till that disappears, get your cooldowns down again. Yep, okay. Then burn him. Taste. Look at his health. Almost a halfway with one hit on an 88. I mean, that's powerful. You can usually get 2 pretty big hits out of him before, you know, you lose your second purple stack as well, which is what you want. You always want to have those 2 stacks up when you're jumping into something like this. Otherwise, you're gonna get smashed. Like, and do hardly any damage, you know. So there we go. Second hit. Yeah, good luck, buddy. All ash. All ash sucks. Alright, I think this next lot should do it. Should take him out. Okay, so here we go. Swing in, hit him. Yep, gone. 3 minutes 49 left on a Greater Rift 88. So yeah. That's all for me, fellas. Have a good one.